was just listening to the radio station, the local AM 550, and their talk show, and they were talking about kids' movies, and they brought up Gus, and I screamed out, "Hey, Gus the Pigskin Mule!" And then they only talked it for briefly about it, and then I uh went on to Wikipedia page for it, and I thought the title was Gus the Pigskin Mule. Then I'm like, I am Mandela affected, as they call the old expression. Now, I'll just use him. I'll just use good old Dominic the Christmas donkey that I found out. Well, he's not a mule, but he's close to it. And what it is that the premise I remember. Yeah, they said it too on the TV show that he would kick the ball. And he kind of let me go here. Okay, I will. Okay, so he would kick the ball. The team was lousy. It was called the California Adams. And let's see. I'll just quickly kind of go over the Wikipedia page. I feel Mandela affected because I really thought the title was Gus the Pigskin Mule, but it's not. Okay, so it's called just Gus. And I'm looking at a poster of it, and it's just called Gus. But for some reason, in the film, I'd have to see the film. I have to watch it again because only for the fact that I feel Mandela affected. I don't know where I got that part where it says the pigskin mule, but the movie is Gus. The Wikipedia page says Gus is a 1976 American sports comedy film. Yeah, released by Walt Disney. Big stars of pretty young, older folks. You'll know who Ed Asner is. Lou Grant that married Tyler Moore. Then he had his own show. Lou Grant, on CBS after, and he was famous for he was also he was also the in charge of the union for the Actors Guild at one time. Okay, so then Don Knotts needs no introduction to me, I know, but for the young kids, wow, born in 1924, my mother was just a little bit older than Don Knotts. I never realized that Don Knotts and my mother were the same age back in the day. It's just because, it was just, we didn't have the internet like you do now. But, of course, started off, everybody knowing my age, knowing who Barney Fife was, Andy Griffith's show. And so, and there's the famous picture of Don Knotts in 1966. Yeah. Okay, so, Don Knotts is the coach. Ed Asner's the owner. I remember that part now. I was just looking at a trailer for it. Okay, so directed by Vincent. Don't know who that is. Story by Ted Key. Produced by. Okay, so starting Ed Asner, Don Knotts, Gary Grimes, Tim Conway. Yeah, that's right. Tim Conway was in it. Dick Van Patten was in it. Wow, I just forgot this. I totally forgot. Gary Grimes. They mentioned Gary Grimes. Let me just try that. Actor Gary Grimes. I can't remember. Try that again. Actor Gary Grimes. Oh, he was the Yugoslavian owner of Gus. That's where I've been getting those from. Gus I think Gus did that. The mule. Okay. Gary Grimes. How much did he do after movies? Oh, I missed it. Wikipedia. Go to Gary Grimes' Wikipedia. Biography, filmography. Summer of 42. No! Mucho inspirational movie. I watched that when I was a kid. 1971. I seen it on TV later, because, I might have seen it when I was 8 years old or something like that. 74. Whenever it was on ABC, Movie of the Week or something like that. If I remember seeing that. cut too, eh? I bet you it was probably trimmed. I'd like to watch the original version, the uncut version one day. But the Spike scan. There's Gus. His role was called and his role was Petrovic. Yeah, Andy Petrovic. And Guns Television, Gunsmoke, the Brady Bunch, Boy at the Door. He was as episode was Tiger Tiger. Wow. My Three Sons. He was a student. Okay, he's been in Hollywood. Okay, I didn't know his name. Okay, that was the owner of the Gus. Okay, so we got to go back to it. Gus and my Mandela effect. Why did I think it was called Gus and then on the bottom the pigskin mule? No idea why. But they might have just said it once. Maybe it was in the trailer once. I just watched the trailer. I didn't hear the words. So I don't know where I got those words from exactly. And I see exactly. I see how people have these things called Mandela effect, and some other person my age would probably say, "Yeah, I thought it was called that too," and it wasn't. It was never. Okay, then the plot was the California Adams are the worst team in the NFL. You know what's funny? Because that was 1976. That was like to me. That would have been like either the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Seahawks weren't too bad as an expansion team compared to the Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers were a really bad expansion team in '76. I was young. I was only like I was young. I don't remember. I don't remember too much. I just knew that I just kind of known about the expansion teams, and I was just getting into watching football. And of course, that was the Super Bowl that would have got me. It was probably I guess it would have been the '77 Super Bowl. I'll look what year the Super Bowl is. That was the Steelers Cowboys. That was the big Super Bowl I first watched when I was young. That I wanted to see. I wanted to see it. Like I actually wanted to see the Super Bowl on Sunday. Okay. Oh, they have to. Oh yeah, they have to win. They have to win. Desperate to draw in fans, team owner Hank Cooper looks for a great halftime show. Oh, I gotta watch this again. I'm gonna give it away. I actually gotta watch this. So he was not really. Oh, the poster shows. Okay, I like the poster. I don't want to show it in case of copyright infringement, but the poster shows Gus in the middle with Don Knotts on his right side, and then Ed Asner on his left, and then on the bottom, holding him up was some of the. Oh yeah, 67, 57. Was it 57, 50? Yeah, he had the love that there was a love interest between the football player 57 and I don't know what she was in, what she did in the movie. What was her role? I gotta find. Okay, Ed Asner, Tim Conway, Liberty Williams. I don't know who Liberty Williams is. Why don't I know? Wonder Dog. What is Liberty Williams? The following is an overview of the members of DC Comics superheroes team, the Super Friends. What does Liberty Williams have to do with it? I don't even know what that is. List of Super Friends members. I never even heard. Okay, what? It's just starring Liberty Williams. I didn't. That name, I don't recognize that name. Let me see. Try again here. Liberty Williams.
These pictures should match.
Oh, okay. That's the love interest in the movie. Well, I don't know what she was in the movie. Like, I forget what her role was. Okay. Liberty Williams Three's Company? I never. Weird thing is, they didn't give me the right one at the Wikipedia. Scranton. She was born in Scranton, Pennsylvania, United States, and people always search for Gary Grimes. Yeah, because that's the one. Liberty Williams full cast show. Okay. I didn't even know that was her name. So let's see. Let's get back to the. Where was I again? Oh, here's Gus. Okay, so the picture. She's beside Petrovic. He had they show him with an orange, not orange. They show him with a uniform that has 0 on it, which is, and Gus is 00. That's cool. That was cool. Got 00. Okay, 00 was allowed by only one player when the merger happened because they must have grandfathered in, and it was Joe Otto. Is it? If I remember correctly, because I think he picked the 00 because his name starts with an O T T O. His last name. That's why I picked 00. He was a center for the Oakland Raiders, and yeah, they should allow 0 and 00 back in football and especially hockey. Oh, oh, like in pickup leagues, a lot of I remember that a lot of people would pick 00 in a pickup league for hockey. That was cool to do. I was going to read more of the plot. Cast. No, I'm gonna Ed Asner as Hank Cooper. Okay, I won't. I don't want to read to be more plot. I actually might want to watch this movie again. This is the one movie I seen at the time I was making this football because it was later on. The movie is in '76 in the theaters, but there was no VHS era yet. There's not the VHS era yet. So we seen it on a reel to reel projector in the gymnasium at school. I guess they must have rented it for activity day, and I'm still glad that we did that. Bob Crane as Pepper. Yes, Bob Crane was the play-by-play announcer, and Johnny Unitas as himself. Yeah, Dick Buckus. Dick Buckus. That's right. He was Rob Cargill. He must have been he was the one that was that was jealous of not so much Gus the Mule, of the owner Gary Grimes, because he felt like she was getting too close. I don't know what her role was in the movie, but she was getting too close to him. I guess she was the one that was supposed to help him adjust to America. I guess I'm gonna guess. Harold Gould as Charles Gwynn. Harold Gould. Tom Bosley. Oh, that's Mr. C. Cunningham. Tito Vondas. Some people might know him. I'm not sure who that is because there's a whole. I'm just looking at all the cast. You never know who comes up. Danny Wells is referee. Danny Wells. Why does it look? What is it about the well? Let's see. He kind of looks like the guy who plays Bundy on Marry Your Children. It's kind of odd. I didn't know this guy. Danny Wells was actually named Jack Welsman. No, oh, wow! You can still talk. Wow, a guy like me can still talk to him. Saying, "How was it like to do that movie?" Wow, he was Luigi in the live action The Super Mario Brothers show. I guess he must have been his voice. But he was so he was the referee. Death. It didn't say that. Wells died in Toronto. Was he Canadian? At cancer at the age of 70. How come Wikipedia didn't say? Oh, there it is. 2013. I didn't see that part. April 7th. Oh, you can't talk to Danny Wells. Oh, Mount Sinai Memorial Park Cemetery. Oh, in Los Angeles. Wait, what's this Toronto? Oh, Wells died in Toronto, November. He must have been still making movies because they make movies in Toronto. And Mount Sinai Memorial Park Cemetery in Los Angeles. For the fans of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Wells' death was poignant since it was Nintendo's year of Luigi. Oh. Oh. When the Adams. Oh, yeah. It's California Adams. Dick Van Patten. 8 is enough. Bob Crane. I said that Bob Crane is and Harold Gould. If I knew Harold Gould, I think it's a character. Harold Gould. Harold Gould in 2010. I want to see Harold. I want to see Harold, but his real name was Harold Vernon Goldstein. Wow, yeah, it's easy to change it to names like that just for the marquee. But nowadays, you wouldn't change it. You say, you know what? I'm going to leave it the way it is. But Harold Gould. Let's see. Actor Harold Gould. I want to get his younger photos. No, not these ones. Oh, wow! If I show a picture of him, he has been in a lot of things. He's been in a lot of movies and shows over the years. Wow. I just recognize him. That voice he has. Oh, yeah. I can't believe at the time that was such a star-studded casted movie, which sounds crazy, but yeah, it was. It was. I lost it. I lost the tab on it. Let's see. Go back to it. I like to go back to it. Let's see. Gus the Mule. Wait, it gives me custom mule, custom mule, custom sticker. Gus the Mule. There you go. Now you get it. Some more
According
pictures.
to Wikipedia, Gus is a 1976 American sports comedy film released by Walt Disney Productions, distributed by Buena Vista Distribution, directed by Vincent McKevitt and starring Ed Asner, Don Knotts and Gary Grimes. Its center character is Gus, a football-playing mule.
Uh-huh. Well, you heard it, folks. It's just called Gus, not Gus the Pigskin Mule. There's videos. Gus the unofficial trailer, Gus trailer. Oh yeah, and people ask, where is Gus the Mule from? It was Yugoslavia, but Yugoslavia doesn't count anymore. Yugoslavian Mule. Through family connections, Cooper's Perky's secretary, Debbie Kovac, which is Liberty Williams, also known as Louise Williams. Oh, yes. I had a feeling she was the liaison, you could say, between him and coming to America. Gus is a football playing mule. Gus, 1976. Okay. What was the other questions they asked? What movie has a mule kicking field goals? That's Gus. I thought it was. What movie did a donkey kick field goal? What? There was a donkey too? Huh? That's Gus. That's Gus is a mule. Okay. Did the mule go to jail? I don't. That's somebody else. Because usually a mule for drugs means that someone is importing drugs. What movie has used the most horses? More horse. Why was the donkey kick banned in? Why was the donkey kick banned in football? There's a donkey kick. FIFA banned the kick. Oh, they mean regular football. The donkey kick. Sorry, but that's what he doesn't play anymore. he used to play. He used to play soccer. Oh, the donkey kick. It required sustained contact with the ball as opposed to. Oh, how many years do you mule? How many years did the mule get? Oh, this is some. This got to be some kind of drug related thing. That something. I'm gonna guess something that was some movie. I never seen it. Is flopping banned in soccer? Man, it's up to the referee. Not really. I don't think it's banned. It's not banned. There it is, and it says Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what Rotten Tomatoes, but they said Yugoslavian farm boy Andy Petrovic, that's Gary Grimes, loves soccer, but is useless on the playing field. Oh yeah, I remember that one scene. Yeah, they interviewed the family, and then the family goes, "You want to see a real hero? It's they brought his brother, and he's a soccer player." Yeah, I remember that. I remember that scene. Oh yes. Well, it was fun going down memory lane. But the main part was that what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to put this guy away. And the main thing was that takeaway was I really thought that it was called Gus the pigskin mule. He kind of likes this, eh? He likes it right there. Because he goes, how about down here? Not so much. Don't touch the mouth. Don't touch the mouth. Okay. Alrighty. That was fun to go down memory lane like that, but I guess uh, I'm gonna, I feel like I'm gonna be one of these days. I'm gonna have good old what I used to call Pedro. I mistakenly called Pedro here, but Dominic here. We're gonna be together. Me and the Dominic in the football. We're gonna be together in an old folks home, like an old age home. I hope I make it that long, and this is gonna be by my bedside at night, and I just gotta hope that none of the nurses steal them on me, right? That's the only thing I can hope. I'm gonna put a camera on them, make sure no one steals them. Alrighty, okay, over and out.